Ancient Greek boxers didn't fight for points. They fought to break each other. No gloves, no rounds. No referee to step in and save you. Just raw fists wrapped in hardened leather, sometimes reinforced with metal, crashing into bone until one man dropped or gave up. They didn't train for comfort. They trained for damage. While modern fighters cushion their hands and pace themselves across rounds, these warriors built fists like weapons and bodies that could take punishment most people can't even imagine. And here's what nobody tells you. The way they built that kind of power looks nothing like what you see in today's gyms. We're breaking down 5 of the exercises they used to build that kind of knockout strength. Heavy bag. What happens when you punch without stopping? Not for 3 minutes, but until your shoulders burn and your hands feel dead. That's how ancient fighters trained. They didn't wait for a bell. They didn't look for rest. They just kept hitting, again and again. No comfort, no escape. Their bag was heavy, rough, unforgiving, and every punch had to be clean. Because bad form didn't just look bad, it hurts. That's how they learned fast. Start simple, 3 rounds, 3 minutes, no ego. Focus on sharp punches, straight, tight, controlled. Keep your wrists aligned, keep your fists solid, feel every impact. Because if your structure is weak, your body will tell you immediately. Your wrists will bend, your knuckles will sting, your shoulders will slow down. Good, that's feedback. That's your body getting stronger. Most people stop right there, when it starts to burn, when it starts to feel uncomfortable. But this is exactly where the real training begins. Push a little longer, 1 more combo, 1 more minute, because power is not built in comfort. It's built in that moment where you want to quit, but you don't. And here's the part most people never think about. If your wrist can't handle the impact, your punches will never reach full power. So the real question is, are your hands actually strong or just protected? But don't worry, because the next method fixes this problem completely, and almost nobody uses it right. Weighted shadow boxing. What if your hands suddenly felt lighter and faster, explosive? Sounds simple, but there's a trick most people miss. Ancient fighters didn't just punch harder, they trained their speed under pressure. They held small weights in their hands and kept moving. Not slow, not lazy, clean, sharp, controlled. Grab light weights, 2 to 5 pounds only, not heavy. Heavy will ruin your form. Now start shadow boxing. Keep your guard up, throw straight punches, add hooks, add movement. Keep it tight. Your shoulders will start burning fast. Your arms will feel heavy, your punches will slow down. Good, that's where adaptation begins. Most people stop here, they drop the weights too early. But if you stay a little longer, something interesting happens. Your muscles learn to push through fatigue. Your stabilizers get stronger, your control improves. And when you finally drop the weights, your hands feel different, lighter, faster, more alive. Your punches snap without effort. That's the carryover. That's real speed. And here's something most people don't realize. This also protects your shoulders when you throw hard punches. Because weak shoulders don't just slow you down, they injure you. So ask yourself, are your punches fast because of technique or just because you're fresh? But this is only part of the puzzle, because speed means nothing if your grip fails when it matters. And what comes next is where real fighters separate themselves. Stone carries. Why did old fighters have grips that felt impossible to break? Not because of machines, but because they carried heavy things for real. No shortcuts, no straps, just raw strength. Grab 2 heavy weights, dumbbells, kettlebells, even stones if you have them. Now walk, that's it. Sounds easy until your fingers start slipping, your forearms start burning, your shoulders start tightening. Keep walking, 30 to 60 seconds. No rush, no panic, just control. Your grip will start to fail. Your hands will want to open. That's the moment that matters. Don't drop yet. Hold a little longer, because this is where your hands adapt. This is where strength becomes real. Ancient fighters didn't just punch. They controlled. They grabbed it. They held. They dominated in close range. And without grip, you lose that control instantly. Most people ignore this. They train punches but forget the hands behind them. But here's the truth. Strong punches come from strong hands, and strong hands don't come from comfort. They come from pressure, from holding on when everything tells you to let go. And here's something most people never connect. Your grip strength directly affects how long you can keep your guard up. Weak grip, weak guard? Simple. So the real question is, when your hands start failing, will you drop or adapt? But even this is not enough, because if your fists themselves are weak, all this strength means nothing. And the next exercise builds that foundation, the part that takes the most time but changes everything. Knuckle push-ups. What happens when your fist hits something hard with no padding at all? Not gloves, not wraps, just bone against impact. If your structure is weak, you don't hurt your opponent, you hurt yourself. That's why ancient fighters didn't just train muscles, they trained their structure. Drop down, make a tight fist, place your weight on your knuckles. Now push, slow, controlled, no shaking wrists. Keep everything aligned. At first, it will feel uncomfortable. Your knuckles will press into the ground. Your wrists will feel unstable. Good. That means you're waking up muscles most people never train. Start on a soft surface if needed, but don't stay there forever. Progress slowly. Harder surface, more reps, more control. This is not about ego. This is about building a solid base. Because when your fist lands, everything travels through your wrist. If that line breaks, your power disappears. Or worse, you get injured. Most people skip this. They trust gloves to protect them. But remove the gloves and the truth shows instantly. Weak structure cannot hide. So ask yourself, can your hands actually handle the force you're trying to create? Or are you relying on protection? Because real power is not just force, it's force you can control safely. And this is where everything starts changing. But even with strong fists, there's one weak link left, one place most people completely ignore. And if that fails, everything fails, and the final exercise fixes exactly that. Wrist rolls. What if the real reason your punches lose power is not your arms but your wrists? Sounds small, but this is where everything connects. Ancient fighters knew this. They didn't just hit hard, they built wrists that could handle the impact. Take a stick or a pipe, tie a rope in the middle, attach a weight at the end. Now hold it straight in front of you, shoulder height, no dropping, no bending. Start rolling the weight up. Slow, controlled, one twist at a time. Feel your forearms tightening. Feel your wrists working. It will burn fast, faster than you expect. Most people stop right here, when the burn gets intense. But this is exactly where strength is built. Keep going. Get the weight all the way up. Then slowly bring it back down. No rushing, no cheating. Control every inch, because control is power, and power without control is useless. Your forearms will feel like they are on fire. Your grip will weaken. Your wrists will shake. Good, that's adaptation happening. This is what allows you to punch hard without fear, without hesitation, without injury. Most fighters ignore this. They train big muscles, but forget the small ones that actually hold everything together. And here's the truth. One weak wrist can ruin your entire punch. So the real question is, are you strong where it actually matters, or just where it looks good? So now you know, this is not just training. This is how fighters were built. No shortcuts, no comfort, just real strength. Most people won't even try this. Will you? Start with one exercise today. Feel the difference yourself. And remember, there's still one ancient method almost nobody uses, and it changes everything. Subscribe now and don't miss it.